Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. He's got a man, complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Watch the pass. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Green. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Green scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone.
Set. 60 outlaw.
On play action, they'll throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 44 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Was looking for Ridley again, but it's going to be 2nd down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
50, play.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Break. 59, check, 59. It's our time. It's our time. Now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Target. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Looking downfield for... He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed... Offensively, they did. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Let's go.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. It turned into a really nice play.
Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Now, that's two big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A very solid gain of 27. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
59, Mike to 59.
Oh, you got deep? Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They're going to look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
On the ready.
59, Mike 59.
That's what I do.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Check 52. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Let go.
On first down, it's Smith. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about...
Ready up.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Sack, baby.
And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions.